Alright guys, what is going on, and welcome back to the Montreal Canadiens BGM mode here, where we're about to get into our first ever draft. So we got kicked out in the first round by the Tampa Bay Lightning, and the majority of you guys were saying that that was one of the most stacked Tampa Bay team. That was one of the most stacked computer teams you guys have ever seen in any GM mode. And I agree, that was ridiculous. Their whole defense was just nuts. It was such a ridiculous team. And we actually have a comment to go over here. You guys can pause it because it's kind of a long comment, but he pretty much just talks about how excessive and how crazy the overalls were. Like, not having under an 87 on their defense, and like, honestly, like, it's just crazy how stacked that team was. So we lost to Tampa Bay in the first round, and yes, morale has a lot to do with the player overalls. Maybe at the start of next year they won't have such a stacked defensive core, or even like an 88 on the third line like Valtteri Filppula was. He was sick. But you know, we can't look in the past. Yes, they were a stacked team. Yes, we lost. That just kind of happened. You got to kind of move on. But we're going into the draft here, and we do have our first round pick for this year, but we have a huge issue, and that is scoring. We're going to go all the way back up here to the playoffs against Tampa Bay, and we had some opportunities to win, but we just could not put any pucks in the net. Yeah, we were up against Ben Bishop, one of the best goalies in the world, but still, I mean, to have the team that we have and to only put up, you know, in the games where we really could have won, we scored one goal there and then we got shut out in game 5 and game 6. Like, that is not acceptable at all. We really need to find a first line scorer, and that's definitely what we're going to do in the draft. I'm going to hopefully make a move here in the draft to acquire a first liner. Now, I think we have the team in place. We have prospects to where we could potentially move our first round pick, and I mean, we have the top defenseman, we have the top forwards. We just need the one more forward that's going to be our first line sniper, and we're going to go ahead and put our first round draft pick on the table for this year. 2016 draft pick, there you go. And what do we want? We want a first liner. Okay, we're gonna get rid of all this stuff. We definitely want a first line sniper. So we want a first line forward. We want him to be somewhat established. We'll say 22, and he can't be older than 30. 30, yeah, I guess 30 is fine. Minimal potential is going to be at least 4 stars, and shooting category definitely has to be up there, 3.5 stars. Honestly, just any first liner, I think I will be very happy with. So we want to go overall. We want someone who is at least, let's say at least 87, 86 plus. 86 is the minimum that we want. So that's going to be our requirement there. So we definitely want that, and I mean, that's pretty much all we want is a first line forward, so we'll keep that on our surplus thing. And we really need to trade anyone. I think we made our one trade for, obviously, for Lance Boma, and he turned out to be an absolute beast for us. But maybe putting a guy like Lars Eller on the block wouldn't hurt. 27 years old. Yeah, we'll just put Lars Eller on the block, just simply to have to spark some interest with some other teams. And we do want to do a couple more things here. I kind of want to check out the progress reports and how people progressed over the course of the season. So strictly with the NHL here, you got players like Alex Galchenyuk, who grew tremendously. 16 attributes were modified, which is huge. He's up to an 88 now. Vesterholm, he, I guess, is up there. He's now a 71. Alexander Semin went down, which is very weird, because he had a great year. He had 25 goals, but I don't know what it was. Maybe it was this poor playoff performance, because he's now at 82 overall. Nathan Beaulieu, he's now at 82, stayed the exact same, all those guys. And we want to look in the system here. Here's where it's going to be interesting. Noah Juulsen's now a 68. Audette's a 72. He got a huge jump. This guy now is 71. Where is my boy Sherbeck? There he is, 69. So he only went up He's now a 70 overall, which is huge. He's going to be a player who's going to be really, really good for us very, very, very soon. Jacob De La Rose now at 81. He could probably be a third liner this year, but that's pretty much it. We're going to hop into the draft. I'm definitely okay with maybe trading our first round pick this year because, like I said, we have a lot of potential. We have a lot of assets already on this team. So what pick do we have? We're going to have a pick that's way down here. I think we're going to have like the 29th or the 24th overall pick. Actually, Hossa retired there. So what I want to do, yeah, it's nice to keep your picks, but we need a first liner, and honestly, we need it to happen right now. So there's actually a comment that I want to go over here from Nico. Thinking of Eberle, he's a right wing, so he could play with Patches and Galchenyuk would be awesome for the first line. So I don't know if that's a possibility. His trade value is very, very high. I assume his trade value is going to be high anyways. Oh, it's not. Oh, we could definitely get Jordan Eberle. We could definitely snag Eberle. That will not be a problem at all. I want to see how he did last year. He's a high elite potential. Ooh, he had a terrible year. 14 goals, 29 assists, minus 27. Oh yeah, he has not been a minus player since 20. He has not been a plus player since 2011. Yeah, I think that it is time for Jordan Eberle to be traded out of Edmonton. They have McDavid. They have the pieces in place. They have too many first liners. They're going to have Leon Draisaitl pretty quick. They're going to have players that are going to come up and definitely want to take his spot. So maybe Eberle is a player that we could go after. You know, I'm going to have a quick look around the NHL because I want to make sure I'm not missing anyone, any first liners. But we definitely have first line right wing sniper, and honestly I don't know if anyone else is going to fit the bill quite like Jordan Eberle will, but we'll definitely have a look around the NHL, and I'll see you guys in a minute. So I'm looking around the NHL, and really there isn't a whole lot of other options. If they are, they're very, very expensive. Like, to get a player like Corey Perry obviously would be just ridiculous, but I think that's a really good option to go with Jordan Eberle. Let's see if Arizona has anything worth looking at here. Max Domi will be kind of sick, but I don't really want to steal him from Arizona. Honestly, I think that Jordan Eberle is kind of the perfect player. He's a sniper. He's exactly what we need. He's a first liner. He's got the good shot. He's got the 5-star shooting category. Put him alongside Gallagher and Patches. He's got $6 million remaining for the next 4 years, which is not that bad at all. We could definitely afford that. I think we can afford that. Let me just see here. Jordan Eberle. So we'd have to give something up. We'll have to give maybe Lars Eller and a pick. Let's see here. Let's see. We could give up like Charles Hudon and like have him right now, but I want to get rid of Lars Eller for sure. Hopefully they want to take Eller wherever he is. Lars Eller. So he's got how many years left on his contract? Hopefully not just one left. That would suck. He got 3 years left at 3.5. That's cool. Now what if we gave you our first round pick as well? I'm okay with giving up our first round pick like I mentioned earlier. A first, and that might go through. Our first, yeah, that will definitely go through. A first and Lars Eller for Jordan Eberle. I think that's a great trade. We need to get rid of Lars Eller anyways because we have players like Charles Hudon who's going to come up and eventually take his spot. And a first round pick, I'm definitely okay with that. Give Edmonton another first round pick. I'm fine with that. Well, Jordan Eberle, will you become a member of the Montreal Canadiens? Your second NHL team. It's your second Canadian team. Jordan Eberle, are you coming over to Montreal? Trade rejected. Ooh, they're not willing. The value of what you're asking just isn't up to snuff at all. Really? Really? Okay, let's see what else we can add here. I don't want to add anything too crazy. Okay, you know what? I'll give you a third. I'll throw in a third as well. A third and Eller. Let's try that. Will that go through? Trade rejected. Wow, they really don't want to give up Eberle, even though our trade value is higher than theirs. I don't really want to overpay for him, but we do really, really need that first line sniper. Is there anyone who we might not use who they're gonna want? A Case. What's this guy's story? Case. Andre Case. He is a 7th round pick. He's got the high top 9. He's got the medium top 9. You know what? I'm cool with trading him. He's a prospect who we might not use, and that makes the jump a little bit higher on our trade value. So maybe I can get rid of the 3rd now and just throw Case in there. And if they don't want that, I'll throw in the 3rd as well. So let's go Eller, a 1st, and Case for Jordan Eberle. Oh my God, they don't want to give him up at all. Jesus. All right, let's add the 3rd here, and let's see if Peter Chiarelli's gonna want to make a deal with GM xTech here. Come on, I'm offering more than fair value here. A 1st, a 3rd, Case, and Lars Eller. Give me a break. Look at the trade value. Come on. Trade rejected. Are you serious? Like, come on. How is that not worth it? How is that not worth it? What if I gave you our 2nd round pick and got rid of the 3rd and threw in like a 6th or something? Like, come on, guys. How is that? That's God. Look at the trade value. That's way over. That's way over Jordan Eberle. Come on. I'm overpaying for this as it is, but we really need this 1st liner. Let's go. Trade accepted. Finally. Jesus. I guess we had to add the 2nd in there. That's fine. But we got rid of Jordan Eberle. We got Jordan Eberle, and everyone is stoked on it. Trading for a star player, Jordan Eberle. There you go. Man, I was like pulling teeth to get that trade done. Jesus. Okay, so now it's sim options. We're gonna have to sim to the user pick because that's in the 2nd round. We actually have the 2nd round pick from the Minnesota Wild. So we'll go over the first. Oh, okay. A 3rd and Crisp for a 3rd. No, I don't see how that would benefit our team at all. It doesn't see where they pick. Honestly, I really don't care about that. I don't feel like giving up an AHL player for that. A 3rd for this guy. Edmonton wants to come at us, hey? This guy actually, he grew a lot in the offseason. I'm not sure I want to make this trade for a 3rd round pick. This guy's like a 70 overall, isn't he? 70 something overall at least. Minor depth defenseman. He's 20 years old, 6'4". You know what? I'm gonna hang on to him. We need depth there in St. John's. I'm all right, Edmonton. You just greased me with the Jordan Eberle trade. All right, let's see who went in the 1st round here. All these players are coming at us. Okay, so we want to go to the 1st round, and I know we only have 2 minutes to make the pick, but I kind of want to look here. Jacob Chiron went number 1. Austin Matthews there. Oh my God, there's some sick players there. Logan Brown, Tyler Benson, all these guys. Anyone else I recognize? Steele, Howden, Green, all these guys. What did Edmonton pick? Edmonton picked up this top 6 right-wing power forward with our pick. So we're going to go over here to the 2nd round and make our selection, and I think that's the only trade that we're going to make. It's like one of the Sedins has been traded to the Jets. You see that there in the message thing? It says Sedin has just been traded to the Jets, so that's a huge trade. Let's make our 2nd round selection. We kind of did what we wanted to do in the draft. We acquired a 1st liner, and now we have to make our 2nd round pick. So there's Tyson Bailey. He's available. He's a center, though. We don't really need another centerman. We definitely don't need a goalie. We could use another defenseman. What about this Hopkins guy? I didn't scout him at all, but he's the highest touted defenseman available aside from Fitzgerald. So we got Kevin Fitzgerald, or do we go with Hopkins? I think I'm going to go with a defenseman here. You know what? I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to go with an offensive defenseman in Hopkins. There you go. Welcome to Montreal. We drafted a nice American there, and now let's move on to pick number 3. So we have the 84th overall pick here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the computer draft after the 3rd round. But let's pick a grinder here, a 3rd round grinder if there's anyone available. Look at this Matthew Hotchkiss guy. He is a center 2-way forward, 6'2", 199. I think I'm going to pick this guy up, Matthew Hotchkiss with the kiss of death. All right, welcome to the Montreal Canadiens. Now I'm going to let everything out. Now I'm going to let the computer do the rest of the draft, and then I'll probably get the re-sign stage done in the next video, just because I actually only had 2 picks there. We got Hopkins and we got that Hotchkiss guy, so that's fine. We're already at about 15 minutes here, so let's quickly go to the re-sign re-sign stage here. We'll check out everything. I might get the re-sign stage done really quickly depending on who we have to re-sign, but we definitely have some player meetings to go through here. Probably everyone talking about Jordan Eberle. We acquired a star player. No one was really upset that we traded away Lars Eller, which is kind of nice. I'm not okay. Never mind. He's not happy that you traded away Lars Eller. That really changes the locker room. Well, it was a hard decision. I'm really sorry that affected you that way. Had no effect. All right. I really think trading Lars Eller was not a good move to make. Wow, people were upset. I'm wrong about that. I'm not happy to trade away Lars Eller. I think it's just because Lars Eller has been here for a long time. A big change for some of the players who have been here for a little while, so I'm fine with that. Being traded is a big change, but I'll make you proud of your choice. Welcome aboard. I think that trade will leave both teams happy. I'm happy with it. They got a prospect and a couple of picks with it, so I am happy with that. So maybe we should do the re-sign stage right now just to give you guys an idea of how the free agency pool is looking. So let's quickly get the re-sign stage done. I might even speed it up depending on who we have to re-sign. So let's go all expiring. Let's see who we have to re-sign here. Any big guy, anyone with a lot of cap. I think we have $10 million to spend, and we have to re-sign a few players. Actually, we got to re-sign Thomas Plekanec. Let's see, let's give you, he wants 3 years, $4 million. He's 33 years old. Pay him till he's 36. I'm saying giving you 3.7 for 3 years. I'm pretty happy with that. There you go, Thomas Plekanec. Get back to me tonight. Jared Tenorti, we got to give a contract to as well. 2.2. How does 2.5 sound for 2 years? You're unproven. There you go. Who else do we got? We got Devontae Smith-Pelly. We got to give a contract to 1.9. I'm alright with that. I'll give you 1.8 for 3. That's a good contract for you. Alexander Semin. Here's someone who we got to re-sign. 1.7. How about 1.5? Because you are very unproven. You'll probably get the third line minutes this year. Tom Gilbert, we got to re-sign as well. 1.6. That's fine. 1.52. Michael Bourneval. We got to qualify your RFA. There you go. Dale Weiss got to give a contract to as well. That's fine. He wants a two-way deal. I'm good with that. Nathan Gwynn, all these guys, we can just release you. I don't really need you. 33 years old. Barbario, we can qualify your RFA. Anyone else? Diaz, we gotta qualify you. And anyone else hanging out behind here. Probably some rookies that we gotta re-sign. All that good stuff. So let me go ahead and do that. And actually, really quick, what I want to do is check out our rookies that we got this year. So let's see. So here were the rookies that we re-signed. We got Hopkins, who is a low 7th defenseman. Could turn out to be something. Who knows? Seth Hopkins. And Hotchkiss was the other guy, and he is a high bottom 6 forward. So could be a potential third line grinder for us for the future, but that's the way that's looking. I'm going to go ahead and give everyone a contract. Then I'm going to have a look at the free agency, and you guys can tell me what other moves we have to make. Alright, so the re-sign stage is now done. I gave everyone a fair contract. There actually wasn't too many people, but I do want to see what the free agency pool is looking like this year in case we want to make a little splash in the free agency period here. So Alexander Semin is down. He is prepared to come back. Tom Gilbert as well. Thomas Plekanec came back, which is really nice. Dale Weiss, Tokarski, Devontae Smith-Pelly. I think everyone accepted my offer. Then I gave everyone a fair offer. There's a couple guys who we can't actually sign because our roster is too full, unfortunately. But we'll get back to those guys. Don't you worry. And we'll get all the way up to the free agency, and we'll see what is going on there. I don't know who's going to be available. All these guys accepting. That's great. Now let's see who is in the free agency period here. All right, so signed free agents. Let's see who is available. Any big guys? Yuri Hudler, Andrew Ladd, Keith Yandel. See, we only have nothing in cap. We have 0 cap available. So we're not going to be able to give anyone a contract. Unfortunately, we have $500,000 in cap. We're paying a lot of people a lot of money, but I'm fine with that. Just a quick look here. We're not actually going to be able to do anything, unfortunately. So that's kind of disappointing. Is there any potential guys we can give a contract to? I don't really need any more goaltenders or any potential guys. Oh, I thought we had more in cap space. That sucks. 19 years old. Yeah, we'll definitely give this guy a contract. 19, high top 6. Absolutely. No one else really. This Cornell guy, he's a 70 overall. Absolutely. There you go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go all the way to the start of the regular season, and then since we're not going to be able to do anything in the free agency period, I don't think we need to make any more trades. I will see you guys at the start of the regular season where we go over the roster, and you guys let me know what we're going to do here for the start of the year, what lines we're going to do for the start of year number 2. So we got Eric and Cornell, and we didn't get this guy. He actually went to Edmonton, unfortunately, which is kind of a big loss because he would have been a sick prospect. But other than that, we're going to the start of the regular season, and I'll see you guys there. Alright, so here are the lineups for the NHL roster. You got Jordan Eberle at an 88 now, so he has really come through here, and that's going to be an excellent player to have on the right wing. He's going to rip it up. He's got the sick shooting category. His skating's good. Puck skills is phenomenal. He's going to fit in very, very well. Galchenyuk is now a 90 overall, so we have our franchise player right here. He's on one. This is going to be the last year of his contract, or we're going to have to give him some big bucks. Max Pacioretty, he is still an 89 overall. He's on such a good contract, 4.5 for 3 years. That's sick. Gallagher, Plekanec, and Alexander Semin. That's not too bad. I don't really want Semin to be there. Honestly, I'm kind of iffy to have Alexander Semin on the second line just because he's only 82 overall, but I'm okay with it right now. We got Lance Boma, David Desharnais, Devontae Smith-Pelly, Weiss, Mitchell, and Bourneval. So now comes the question. I haven't looked at it yet, but our AHL team may have some 83, 84 overall players on it that we're going to have to bring up. Like, you could see David Desharnais go bye-bye. Same with maybe like Deo Weiss, something, because we got to play these young guys. So how's it looking? I hope they're not too good. Oh my god. Jacob De La Rose is 83 and Hudon is 83. Like, they're listed as third liners. They're sick. Like, they are ready to play. Hudon's 83 and De La Rose is 83. Like, De La Rose should be on the third line wing, and Hudon should be, I mean, we could even play, you know what, I think we're going to play De La Rose on the second line wing, put him right there, and then that puts Smith-Pelly out of a spot. Unless you want to put Smith-Pelly there, and then Weiss is kind of gone, or Bourneval's gone. Oh man, where's Hudon going to play too? Probably going to be third line center. You kind of got to trade David Desharnais now, don't you? Oh man, that is, do we play him in the minors for 1 year? I mean, they're still really young. Would that hurt their potential? That's really going to be up to you guys though. Oh man, I really don't know what to do here. I'm just going to get the preseason completely done, and then we're up to the start of the regular season up against the Islanders. Got our first game, but I don't know what to do. Do we play the kids in the minors, or do we play them? I'm a big fan of playing the young guns, but I don't know. I don't know what to do here. But one thing we have to do here, if not done already, we have to name our captain, and I think it's going to be Max Pacioretty. We're gonna, oh yeah, he's already the captain, that's fine. Markov and Subban are the assistants, that's totally fine. Jared Tenorti doesn't have a spot on their roster either. I just quickly saw that. He might have to be on the team. He's probably 83, 84 overall by now. Let's quickly see here. Tenorti, oh, he's playing. Who's scratched? Someone scratched. Tom Gilbert, Bourneval, and Hudon. They're all scratched. So we gotta find a way to make these players fit. I need your guys' help in the comments down below for the next episode. Thanks for watching, guys, and I look forward to hearing what my assistant GMs have to say, because this could be a scary year for our team. We got the superstar addition in Jordan Eberle. Stoked on that. He's gonna have an absolutely fantastic year alongside Galchenyuk and Max Pacioretty. It's gonna be sick, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.